regime of Emmerson Mnangagwa, by the way, is after the creation of the Mafidi dynasty. I think I have exposed this time and again. There is absolutely a reason why Emmerson Mnangagwa promoted his son to be part of his bodyguards. This will ensure that wherever he goes, be it when taking foreign trips, he would be exposing his son to global leaders, preparing him to take over. And I've also predicted that the current military arrangement in Zimbabwe made by Emmerson Mnangagwa is just a temporary arrangement. The person whom he wants to be in charge of the military is not necessarily Aisha Walter Tafmane, even though he feels comfortable with him. But the person whom he wants to be in charge at the end of the day is none other than his son, who is currently part of his bodyguard. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, signs that Emmerson Mnangagwa wants to create a Mafidi dynasty is how he has actually placed his children, especially the one who is a military personnel. He is now part of the bodyguards of Emmerson Mnangagwa, and by making him to be part of his bodyguards, he has actually given him a platform to be exposed to other countries as well as political players. As you see in UAE, his son had a privilege. I think he was meeting also a prince of UAE, and they had discussions and photos had to be taken. We saw also the son of Mnangagwa, remember, in trip to China, which also proceeded to the kingdom of Eswatini. The son of Emmerson Mnangagwa was seen and taking pictures with the prince of Eswatini, tipped to take over from the current king of Eswatini. And also remember, Mnangagwa wants his birthday to be called Munu Mutapa birthday. Munu Mutapa was a king of Mashonaland. Now it's quite simple when he gives himself that title on his birthday to be called a Munu Mutapa day. It shows what is in his mind. Of course, he makes it appear as if it's something that was imposed to him, but this is not imposed. This is all planned. What Mnangagwa wants to do is to create a Mafidi dynasty. He is not prepared to hand over power to retired General Chwenga. Neither is he prepared to hand over power to Gudawashe Takure. That is why you have seen drama between Tungwarara, Gudawashe Takure, as well as Daniel Gawe. Daniel Gawe wasn't punched much because or exposed much because he did not, he spoke only once. These days is busy repeating the words that have been spoken by Tungwarara, calling for the leadership of calling for ZANU-PF to rally behind the presidium of ZANU-PF, recognizing everybody within the presidium, whilst the cabal of Gudawashe Takure is targeting everybody who is seemingly not supporting Mnangagwa openly. Opamchinguri is their target. Also retired General Chwenga, quite a number of ministers, Jenfan Muswere, they are targeting a lot of ministers within ZANU-PF, seeking to soil their names and also cause enmity between those ministers as well as Emmerson Mnangagwa. So this confusion, obviously manufactured from the bedroom of Emmerson Mnangagwa, is a clear indication that he is not prepared to hand over power to anyone. but is prepared. Even Asia or Walter Tafmane, he is temporarily put there. He would put definitely maybe Matatu may be removed, and he would be actually he will take over from Matatu. But what I know is that when Mnangagwa eventually clears his path to 2030, definitely what he will look forward to do is to try and also remove out of the picture that is retired General Chwenga. If he succeeds, then you will see him parachuting his son to be part of the military, to head the military, to be the commander. Just like what Museveni is doing in Uganda. That is what exactly Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa wants to do. He understands that when his son is in charge of the military, the possibilities of a military coup happening would be thwarted. At the moment, he has been trying to thwart it by removing some and appointing some, but these are not his relatives. He is doing so basing on the actually trust that previously they have actually been faithful to him. For example, Asia Walter Tafmane, he was tasked to run the elections of 2023, as chaotic as they were, but he managed to actually make sure that Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa retains the presidency. I mean, even though they cannot justify how the figures were cooked by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, but the Central Intelligence Organization played a pivotal role in terms of cooking the results in 2023 when ZANU-PF was defeated embarrassingly. Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa getting about 30% of the votes, and Nelson Chamisa on almost 70% of the votes. They know it is known in ZANU-PF, and I'm sure Zimbabweans also know in their heart that Mnangagwa, maybe that is why he is actually against any elections being conducted. This time around, he will prolong his leadership through hook and crook as it is being done at the moment. It will be quite interesting. Now he is back from UAE. Definitely very critical decisions will be made. Already coming back, I don't know whether he will go to Midlands because in Midlands there is a training of the Central Committee members. Obviously, the training has to do with the mutilation of the constitution process, which will actually kickstart very soon. So, I mean, it's written on the walls that Mnangagwa is not prepared. In fact, 2030 term extension, all this noise we are hearing, they all actually fit into his dream of creating the Mafidi dynasty, where he will actually hand over power to his son, and the son most probably to the children of. But will that happen? I have predicted long time back that will be a mammoth task. There is absolutely high possibility that this will not happen. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button. Be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okangumu Mhlabane is signing out. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live.